So, some of you sailors may be looking for your next job, but you have some standout gaps that need explaining. How do you do that? Hello sailors, Marcus here and welcome back to the SeaCV Resumes channel. In this video we are going to be looking at how you can outline your gaps in employment when it comes to the interview process. Now without further ado, let's sail into it. Let's start off by looking at how employment gaps happen. Reasons can include contract delays, personal time off, training, or even global events that prevent vessels from completing a voyage. Some of the factors of employment gaps can happen at any time, and even to the best professionals. As recruiters and captains notice gaps, it is important to address them clearly and confidently. Keep watching for these next valuable tips. Explaining the gaps is super important for the following reasons. It shows honesty for your character, builds trust with your new potential boss, highlights any skills or training you gained during the gap time, and prevents potential negative assumptions against you if you left no explanation. Gaps happen, and a good explanation will stand as being professional on your application. In this next part of the video, we are going to be looking at a 5-step plan for a proper explanation of employment or sea time gaps. Before we do though, be sure to leave a like if you are learning some valuable tips so far. Step 1. Be honest and direct. Always explain truthfully as to why a gap exists on your resume. Never lie about it, because the maritime world is well connected and people could find out, much to your surprise. Do not try avoiding it either, as a recruiter or captain will most likely view it negatively. What you should do is try and explain how the gap was a time where you were rebuilding yourself or learning new skills, even if you had a setback. Always try and make it positive. Step 2. You can opt to use a functional format for your resume. Now you might be wondering, what is a functional format? Well, a functional format is a skills-based resume that displays a candidate's list of skills and abilities over a time period rather than employment. You can still include your employment history, however, it will not be shown at the top where your skills are going to be read first. It is recommended that you have your gap explanation ready if you choose to include your employment. Step 3. You can use your cover letter or resume summary to highlight the gaps. You can do this by writing out some short sentences in regard to what you are doing. Examples include: took time off to complete RYA Yachtmaster Offshore mile building for my logbook. Undertook volunteering work in maritime community projects. Was rebuilding and learning new skills for becoming a better crew member with a positive and enthusiastic outlook. These sentences do not need to be long, but enough to highlight the direct point. Step 4. Highlight your continuous learning. You can demonstrate your continuous learning by showing what you have learned in your previous employment or experience and how you are touching up on your skills to date. If you have been in the industry for some time, you can also include how you are earning more certificates like the SDCW refresher courses or online courses while you are still shore-based. Step 5. Be prepared to explain your employment gaps. While you are gathering your information as to why you have an employment gap, also be sure to remember that you will need to explain clearly as to why you have a gap in the first place. It might seem easy to make a few notes, however you also need to speak those notes out in a way that is professional and gets the message across. Otherwise you may find yourself stuttering, which may cause the interviewer to raise doubts. This all takes practice, and it is well worth your time to do it in preparation for a real interview. This next list is very important as it contains do's and don'ts for your explanation. Do be truthful about the gap, even if it was caused by being let go or ended on bad terms. Show growth within your gap. You can rebuild and demonstrate your professionalism. Keep it brief. Saying too much can be a turn-off and you may still avoid getting to the point. Focus on positives, what you have gained, learned, or achieved. Next up, don't lie about information. This will make the whole situation worse and you could face consequences that can affect your career. Over-explain. This is not needed in an interview or application, as not every detail is needed to be shared. Leave gaps unexplained. This will raise eyebrows and could be seen as a slip-up in your attention to detail. Going over the negatives or wishing the gap never happened. This will affect your mindset and may be a distraction for focusing on better aspects. Next up, here are 2 examples of how a gap can be displayed on your resume. July 2023 to January 2024. Undertook training and mile building exercises for my RYA Yachtmaster Ocean, which included a passage across the Atlantic Ocean from Portugal to St. Lucia. March 2025 to May 2025. Took time away from formal employment to travel and broaden my personal and professional perspectives. This included developing my valuable inner skills which I believe contribute positively to my work ethic. Just quickly, here is a brief checklist to note down in regard to employment gap explanation. Keep it professional. Be confident in your answer. Focus on your strengths and update your LinkedIn profile if you have one. To wrap up this video, I am going to let you into a short personal story. I was once unemployed for 6 months while I was moving to a different part of the world and took part in extensive maritime training. By utilizing the skills in this video, I was able to find employment again and impressed my new employer with what I had achieved along the way. You too can achieve finding employment again even if you have any employment gaps on your resume. If you have any inquiries, you can comment your question below in the comment section. If you have a more detailed inquiry, you can reach out to me on my LinkedIn, which I will link in the description below. Your next maritime job is awaiting and you can take it. Thank you so much for watching this video and I hope these insights are a help. If they were, then be sure to like and subscribe for more weekly insights. In the meantime, stay safe and sail smart.